Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. UPI reports that Chinese Foreign Minister Wang made his first visit to North Korea in over 6 years, coinciding with a series of missile provocations by Pyongyang. North Korea's state media detailed weapons tests from April 6 to 8, including electromagnetic systems, carbon fiber mock warheads, mobile short-range air defense systems, and the Hwasong-11A KN-23 tactical ballistic missile with a cluster warhead capable of devastating 6.5 to 7 hectares. This dual action is widely interpreted by analysts as a coordinated signal to assert control over developments on the Korean Peninsula, leveraging global uncertainty from the Middle East conflict. Experts like Professor Yang Mu-jin and Professor Emil Chul suggest North Korea is pursuing a dual-track strategy of military pressure and selective engagement, reinforcing its two hostile states policy. China's visit is seen as an attempt to gauge Pyongyang's intentions and manage potential escalation. Al Jazeera reports that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has unequivocally stated that no ceasefire is currently in effect in Lebanon. He affirmed that Israeli forces are continuing their operations, asserting, "We are continuing to strike Hezbollah with force." Despite this ongoing military action, Netanyahu also conveyed a dual message, indicating that his government remains open to engaging in peace negotiations should Lebanon formally request such talks. This statement underscores Israel's firm stance on maintaining security operations against Hezbollah while simultaneously signaling a potential diplomatic path forward under specific conditions. Al Jazeera reports that preliminary data from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD) reveals a historic 23% drop in international development aid from its members in 2025. This marks the largest annual decline since records began, with total assistance falling from $214.6 billion in 2024 to $174 on the $2014 in 2025. The $17 2025. The zero would ever rent a dollar joint. Demester, President Donald Trump's second term, was the primary driver of this reduction, slashing its foreign aid by nearly 57% and dissolving USAID. This occurred while Germany, the UK, Japan, and France also saw declines. OECD officials expressed deep concern, noting that global humanitarian needs are increasing amid economic and food insecurity, exacerbated by conflicts like the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran. Critics warn that these cuts are linked to increased armed conflict and potentially hundreds of thousands of deaths, urging wealthy nations to reverse this trend. According to Xinhuanet, U.S. President Donald Trump issued a stern warning to Iran on Thursday, threatening action if the country is indeed charging transit fees to oil tankers navigating the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. Writing on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump stated, "There are reports that Iran is charging fees to tankers going through the Hormuz Strait. They better not be, and if they are, they better stop now." This threat follows remarks Trump made a day earlier to ABC News, where he expressed interest in forming a joint venture with Iran to collect tolls from vessels in the strait, a move he described as a beautiful thing and a source of big money for the U.S. by helping with the traffic buildup. The Wall Street Journal reported that Iran demands a $1 transit toll. Despite a recent ceasefire, marine traffic in the strait remained minimal, with only 2 non-Iranian oil tankers crossing since Tuesday, according to the New York Times and ship tracking firm KFIU. A federal judge has ruled that the Defense Department violated a previous court order by implementing a new restrictive press policy at the Pentagon and has blocked the new policy. U.S. District Judge Paul Friedman sided with the New York Times and its reporter, Julian Barnes, who argued that the policy infringed upon First and Fifth Amendment rights and due process. Last month, Judge Friedman had already struck down some of the Pentagon's stringent controls on journalists with press passes, including classifying reporters who solicit classified information as security risks and referring to access as a privilege rather than a right. The new rules expelled all reporters from the building unless escorted by government personnel and removed media offices. Judge Friedman criticized the Defense Department for attempting to dictate information received by the American people. The Pentagon stated it would appeal last month's ruling, but the Justice Department has not yet filed one, CBS News reports. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.